from Gillette Stadium in Foxborough. This is the National Football League. We'll see Cam Newton and the New England Patriots versus Joe Burrow and the Cincinnati Bengals.
From a venue that's been sold out since it opened back in 2002, there's a look at the home of the Patriots, Gillette Stadium in Foxborough, Mass. A moment ago, the pride of Massachusetts, the Patriots, introduced to this, as always, sold-out crowd as they get set to go head-to-head with the Cincinnati Bengals. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. So here comes the Patriots offense led by number 1, their new quarterback for 2020. That, of course, Cam Newton.
And when he's at the top of his game, you see that big smile. That's when you know everything is clicking. That means he's accurate throwing the football. They can't get him down in the run game, and his team is having a whole lot of fun because when they score a touchdown, some fan's going to get lucky and get the game ball.
They'll run with a former member of the Crimson Tide, Damian Harris. And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call.
Hey, we're going to do what we do.
So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
Now Harris. And he roams across the 20 to the 24-yard line. Now it looks like we've got a Patriot down, slow to get up. We'll get a report when we return to Foxborough. Play action. It's Newton. Gets this into the hands of N'Keal Harry. And they're able to get this one across the 35. A gain of 13. It's a first down. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Looking for Harry. He airs it out deep. It's caught inside the 25. A big play there for New England. 41 yards.
Things are looking pretty darn good on this first drive, aren't they? Came right out, set the tone, this time with a big pass play.
And if the peek behind the curtain that they gave us or their game plan, I don't think that's going to be the last one we see.
I think you're exactly right about that.
Now a first down carry for Harris. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
They're on the tackle.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. This is Harris. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on third down. Heavy set out there on 3rd and 1.
It's 3rd and 1.
Trying to pick it up on the ground with Harris. And he's got the first down as he gets it to the 8. The stop there on 3rd. They could have held him to 3 on this opening drive. Now they have to bow their necks on 1st and goal.
And if I'm looking at this from the offense's point of view, that's a big-time pickup right there, and I'd go right at him with a little momentum plan.
That he keeps fighting his way into the end zone for a Patriot touchdown. An 8-yard touchdown run. And the Patriots drive right down the field and score on the opening drive. That's just a solid, methodical drive to start this game.
And how about how it culminated? Doing exactly what they wanted to do, getting the ball downfield, and then running it into the end zone. I'm just telling you, partner, when you run it in rather than throw it in, that hurts a defense psychologically a heck of a lot more.
This taken in about 4 yards deep. And Wilson is perfectly content to bring this out to the 25, a touchback. The Bengals set and ready to go on offense, leading the charge out of LSU, Joe Burrow, the #1 overall pick back in April.
And when you talk about the traits that make Joe Burrow successful, You got to start with his head. This guy thinks the game, sees the game, loves the game. Then you go to the arm. He can make every throw. And then within a play, second and third reaction plays that are big ones downfield. That was why he won the Heisman Trophy, and that was why I voted for him, in addition to him winning a national championship.
And a good job of just fighting through one tackle there to pick up about 3. Second down coming up.
It's a pickup of 3.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Burrow going to give this to Mixon. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31.
He's brought down at the 31. A 3-yard gain on the play. Brings up
from the gun on 3rd down is Burrow. Muscling free near the 40. And this return is going to be halted right around the 28-yard line. That time defensively looked like they showed quite a bit of pressure but backed off, and it proved fruitful. They get the pick.
He went through all of his rules about getting rid of the ball quickly because he read blitz. He saw all those people stacked at the line of scrimmage, and then they fooled him by dropping into coverage. Now he's ready to get rid of the ball fast, but guess what? Too many defenders out there. Exactly as you described, an interception.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
One of the best around, Big Geno Atkins there on the stop, an 8-time Pro Bowler, including each of the last 6 seasons.
And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
That's what you're going to need to do against those big receivers. You got to get in there and get physical with them. That time he got in close, got in tight, and knocked the ball away.
And that'll bring up 4th down as his Cincy defense stands up on 3rd.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
Good. Makes the score Patriots 10.
They got the interception, but very little movement after, and that forces him to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense because they ran onto the field. This is what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal.
The Bengals drive about to get going. They'll look to get something started. They need to, down 10-0 early as they've got it 1st and 10. He gets this in the hands of Mixon. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
2nd and 7 at the 28.
Now the 8th-year man, Giovanni Bernard. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35.
Tackle made at
I have to admit, I'm excited by that play call and the end result because this is a team that's down big early in the 1st quarter, and a lot of teams will just panic, abandon the playbook, and just start firing the ball all over the place. It's way too early for that. Stick to what works for you.
Down double digits, and we talked about their game plan being both running and passing there. You're right. They're sticking to the game plan, getting the ground game going.
A lot of football left to be played.
Now we're going to get a timeout here called by the Patriots. So as they take it over, we step aside. Mixon with a 1st down carry, pushing through the contact. And he will be out of bounds here on what will turn out to be the final play of this 1st quarter. 10-0 the score after 1 on EA Sports. On 2nd down, here's Burrow. He's going to drop this one down to Bernard. And he gets it down to the 32. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Bengals 1st down.
Now Joe Mixon. A pretty decent gain on the tough run before he's brought down at the 25. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Brings up 2nd and 3.
On 2nd down, Burrow throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete. Tyler Boyd, the former Pitt Panther, was the target, and it's 3rd and short. So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. And he picks up the first down yardage as he takes it down to the 16.
To A.J. Green.
Green's first catch of the game. Good for a first down. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. They go back to the ground now with Mixon. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. It's a nice pickup of 12 yards, and it gives him a 1st and goal. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by the All-Pro Stephon Gilmore. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. 2nd interception for him now here in this first half. And you got to think he's a rookie, Charles. How much does confidence start to become a factor?
I think that's a great question because that's what they're going to check on when he gets to the sidelines. The coach is going to check on, his teammates are going to check on it, because when you haven't done it before, it's not something that's part of you. You got to see how you're going to react. Let's see how he bounces back.
Yeah, because 2 interceptions for him in college and a half. I mean, that just didn't happen. Rolling to his right. Looking for Harry. He airs it out deep. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. They'll roll him out right. And almost picked off.
That could be the stop this defense needed to get them back on track. They've been pretty well dissected by the offense here in the first half. After that possession, now they know that they can compete with this offense.
That'll be a 43-yard punt, just a single yard on the return. And the Bengals will take over here 1st and 10. Burrow going to lead up the Bengals here 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. He's back to throw here to start the drive. And the catch made. It's Tyler Boyd. And he goes out right around the 39. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down. From the 39-yard line, here comes 2nd down at 6.
2nd and 6.
Now left side, a completion to his tight end. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. 7 yards there and a 1st down. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. 10-0 our score. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes' time, we'll hand you off to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have highlights and analysis of this first half of action. Here's a 1st down throw that's complete. And a gain of 4 gets him right to the midfield stripe. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down. He'll drop this one down to Mixon. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30.
Joe Mixon.
A 1st and 10 here. And, you know, if they could just get 3 out of this, something about whittling it to a 1-score game at half that might provide a psychological boost. Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with a tick under a minute to go before half. A good position to be in here, 2nd and inches. Again, it's Burrow. Over the middle, complete to Tate. The Bengals going to use the 2nd of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. From the red zone now, here's Burrow 1st down. Escaping the pressure right. On the right side, caught by Green. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. We knew he was close to the line of scrimmage, and they say he stepped over.
Well, when you see him in that position, you think he's become a runner. As a DB, you start to react towards the line of scrimmage, taking off and throw it over your head.
And that one, his first incompletion in his last 6 passes. And it's 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he'll get inside the 10, but he's short of the line he needed. It's a pickup of 13, but they're still a bit short, and it'll be 4th down. Now the Bengals going to signal for their third and final timeout as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. So they won't get a touchdown, but here's a chance to at least get 3 to end the first half. From the right hash here, should be an easy one. And Bullock will put this one through, and they get themselves on the board here. It's 10-3. So, yes, they'll still be down going into intermission, but the deficit is now made even smaller, very manageable.
Yeah, and if nothing haywire happens here in his last couple of precious seconds, they will go into the locker room with a nice bounce in their step, having gotten a little bit closer on the scoreboard.
25-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. Time for a final kneel down or a safe run, and then they can head to the locker room with a lead.
Yeah, or they can even run a screen. You know, something they feel is...
He's got a man, complete. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. And now Nick Folk, his career long, 56 yards. This will approach NFL record territory. It's a 62-yard attempt. And that one's not going to get there. Not enough juice, an ambitious effort, but it's well short. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much, and welcome everyone to this abridged version of the EA Sports Halftime Report. It was an excellent first half from the former league MVP, Cam Newton. His guys have the lead as we'll hand it back over to our commentators, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Okay, Coach, appreciate it. A one-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the second half. The Bengals with work to do in this third quarter, but they'll get the football first as we are back underway. Taken about 7 yards deep. And Wilson is perfectly content to bring this out to the 25, a touchback. The Bengal offense now with a football first here to begin quarter number 3. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that, Tony, cleaning up some of the errors. But overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there, just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. Now Burrow to throw on second down. The Pats are going to get there. Down he goes. And we say it all the time, have to be able to get rid of the ball sooner than that.
You have to help your offensive line out. They're going to protect you as best they can. And if you're getting 3 to 5 seconds to throw the ball, they're doing a really nice job. But when you hold it and give up a sack, you're really almost discrediting their work.
It's a 15-yard pickup, but it'll lead to a fourth down.
Nice job there by Tyler Boyd finishing off the connection on the throw. Over 1,000 yards receiving each of the last 2 seasons with 90 catches in 2019. Was thought to be a complimentary receiver, but with A.J. Green out much of the time, he became a reliable and consistent target.
Here comes the Patriots offensive unit. They'll have it first here to begin the third quarter. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points. Now they'll look to add to that lead.
And how about the boost the defense gave them? Going right out on the field, shutting them down, not giving up any points, and turning the ball back over. They want to do their part now and show them a little respect and some gratitude by scoring some points.
And to get a little more cushion. And he almost had it defensively. Could have been a game changer there in this second half. Instead, it's third down. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. Out to his left. He can run for it, and he will. Pretty solid gain of 7 yards that time as he scrambled, but now they face a fourth down.
I like this effort there. He got it done on his own, but let's face it, he puts defenses in a really stressful spot when he takes off and runs because a lot of guys have coverage responsibilities.
Good job of rallying, though, because I thought when he first took off, he might pick up the first down. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Bengals are going to get it back in terrific field position. And here's a throw taken in by Boyd. And he coughed it up. And it's picked up by the Patriots. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
We have seen this before, and we know coaches preach about this and work on it all the time. Catch the ball. You know there's going to be some traffic somewhere. They've got to put it away and secure it as they try and get downfield.
He's going to take off with it. And tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard. And they'll employ the jumbo set now on 2nd and 1. Rolling to his left. Now he'll pull it down. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. Newton able to use those legs and get past the marker to pick up the first. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. They fake the give. Newton. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
Well, switching gears for a second. Look, Charles, we know it's part of the game, but injuries, again, a big story in Week 5. Most notably, of course, Dak Prescott. Pretty severe ankle injury that's going to keep him out the remainder of the season. And that's really just the latest in what has been a tough year already. Gosh, you could probably build an all-pro team, Charles, with some of the guys who have gone down.
Yeah, an all-pro team, and at worst, a Pro Bowl team, because you're talking about names like Saquon Barkley with the New York Giants, Cortland Sutton with Denver, Marlon Mack, Indianapolis, Nick Bosa, San Francisco, all of them injuries that have them lost for the year. Michael Thomas got hurt in the season opener with New Orleans. We haven't seen him since. Nick Chubb with Cleveland on IR. Christian McCaffrey with Carolina. They've all missed significant time, so it's been a tough year for injuries.
And this is going to be intercepted. LaShawn Sims with the INT. When he went on the move there and started rolling out, I thought there was a window, but that window closed quickly, intercepted.
And sometimes, despite how big your arm talent is, you don't get enough on a throw when you're on the move as opposed to setting your feet and stepping.
It's a foot race. The 40, past the 20, and all the way in for a Cincinnati score. Joe Mixon, an 80-yard touchdown. And the Bengals are an extra point away from tying up this football game. One play, 80 yards. Pretty easy drive to recap.
It certainly is, but not so easy to execute. Starting on your own 20, you want something to kickstart your drive and get it off to a nice start. They went for the whole thing and got it. That's a great way to send a message to the opposing team.
The Patriots take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Cam Newton and the Patriots set to go again on offense.
And it was his interception on the last drive that wound up leading to a game
Positive, though. You know why? Game tied now, so you're not protecting a lead, so you're not playing that way. You got to go get the lead again, so maybe it loosens him up a little bit and allows him to go ahead and be a little more free in his play.
Back to the air, Newton on 2nd down.
And that's complete to the tight end, Devin Asiasi.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It's a pickup of 17 and a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Now a play fake, and it's Newton. Now he'll let it go on the run, deep left side, and that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. So the contact came before the ball got there, and the flag is thrown.
Timing is everything, isn't it? And it's so hard to cover these great receivers. They have such great body control, and they can fake you out. In this case, as you described, got there before the ball got to the receiver. Penalty flag had to come out.
Looking for the end zone, and nearly picked it off. He had a chance to come down with that in the end zone, but it'll wind up just being incomplete. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Sliding out of the pocket. Going for it all. Back of the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete. New England on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 10. He'll buy some time right. And it falls incomplete after almost being intercepted. A pick there would have been great. The good news for the defense now, it's 4th down.
I know he was trying to get the completion downfield, but the way this game has gone, with a few of the runs he's made along the way, he should have kept the ball and taken it with his feet downfield. That's the big play that shreds the defense. Instead, he thought to himself, I'm a quarterback. I've got to throw it. He bailed out the defense with that incompletion.
And this carries into the end zone. And Wilson is perfectly content to bring this out to the 25, a touchback.
The Bengals drive about to get going.
And now they find themselves trailing following the field goal. Still a good amount of time in this 4th quarter, but this drive very well could determine the outcome of this ballgame.
Now a throw right side taken in here to start this drive. An ideal beginning of the drive there as they'll get 20 and a 1st down. The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already. Burrow now, a big spot for the Heisman Trophy winner. Now he'll down yards combined on those last 2 plays. Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10. Out of the gun, it's Burrow. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Throwing again, it's Burrow. And caught, right side, Green. And he's got another 1st down as the tackle's going to be made at the Patriots 33. 11 yards there, 1st down. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. To the air again, Burrow. And his throw is incomplete. Giovanni Bernard, the intended receiver, out of the backfield. And it's 2nd down. 2nd and 10 from the 33-yard line.
Burrow going to fake to mix it and now look to throw.
They'll tussle for it, and this is going to be caught. And inside the 20 before he's brought down.
Roughing the passer, defense.
Well, when you're leading in the 4th quarter, that's not the penalty you want.
Not at all, and now your discipline comes into question. Having poise this stage of the game, you can't have those kind of plays.
That's complete, right around the 8. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. That'll bring up 2nd and goal after the gain of 5. On 2nd and goal, one man stands in the backfield, and that's Mixon. He'll get it up the middle, and he is in. Touchdown, Bengals. Taking it in from 4 yards out, and the Bengals are going to jump back in front.
Well, we've talked about it before. You know, this jet sweep, something a lot of teams like to run nowadays, and this one winds up in the end zone.
And it is all about creating different ways to get the ball in the hands of your playmakers. And wasn't it interesting that prior to this game, head coach told us, I saw this sitting in my chair watching a Tuesday night college game and decided to implement it myself.
After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. 25-yard line. The Patriot offense now set to come back out onto the field.
And they will be looking to answer the touchdown their defense just surrendered. Still a good chunk of time remaining here in the 4th quarter and a chance to regain the lead in a tight one.
And now he's going to use his legs. Well, the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. Rolling to his right. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down.
Khalid Kareem
Just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7. Now, following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17.
4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game.
So the Patriots with a football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. On the move to his left. And he's going to keep it here. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. Excellent work that time to get free, and for his exploits, he's going to be left with just a 3rd and 3. And he will have the first down as he's brought down up near midfield. 3rd down turns to 1st with that 5-yard pickup.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
He'll try and run it. He'll get 10 there all on his own, but it'll be 2nd down. And we've reached the 1-minute mark in this game. And he's going to have the hook up here with Harry. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals' 22-yard line. That one a gain of 20 and a first down.
22-yard line.
They'll roll him out right. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22. Off play action. Newton sliding out of the pocket. He'll run it. The improv act there, good for 9, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd and short, 3rd and 1. Now the Patriots will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they get it with 26 seconds to go in the football game. This will be play number 8 here on the drive. It's 3rd and a yard. And he gets the first down yardage before he's brought down just outside the 10 at the 11.
Patriots. 1st and 10 at the 11-yard line.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Newton. This will be caught at about the 5. And he's able to get this down to the 5-yard line before he's out of bounds. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. Here's Harris. And he gets halfway there from the 6 to the 3 on a gain of 3. Down 4 late. Got to go for it here on 4th down. They snap it to Newton. And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Snags it for the pick. Burrow down to a knee, and that should be the final act of this one. So this one in the win column now for the Cincinnati Bengals, and they were really helped by their defense, forcing 3 turnovers.
I think what we saw in this one, today's defense. And what I mean by that is in the old days, pitching shutouts was big time. That was paramount. But the big thing was holding people down, holding down their yardage, right? Don't let them throw the ball through the air and gain a lot of... But now, it's about taking the ball away. Taking away possessions, getting the ball back for their offense. They had 3 takeaways in this one, and it led them to victory.
So that's a wrap for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gunn. And this has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. For more, check us out at easports.com. And with that, we say so long from Foxborough.